Hola, hola. It's your girl, Erika from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, queen, as is. There is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome. And I am here to remind you, I'm a confidence coach, a business mentor, a speaker, an author, and I am obsessed with women standing up, showing up, and creating their confidence. And I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello, my love. Okay, so today is my birthday. I am 42 years old today. Is that right? 42, 41? I'm an 83 baby. I think I'm 42. That's what I believe. But I honestly feel 24. I feel young, youthful, happy. I love my life. I honestly don't have gray hair yet. I'm waiting. I'm surprised because 2024 was rough, okay? And this year is not playing. I don't know how it's June already. I can't imagine how it's gotten this fast. The month is like, just the year's flying. Anybody else feel like you're on super hyper speed? But I thought for my birthday, I could share maybe some of the lessons from the last year. And they're probably things that maybe you don't think that I would have gone through or experienced, but I did. So I'm about to tell you some nitty gritty, deep down secret sauce. Hitting 40 was massive. And I remember saying to my husband, I don't want to do anything for my birthday. I just want to chill. I just want to chill with you. I don't care. Like, the older I get, I'm like, I don't really want to party hardcore. I don't drink. You know, I drank so much in my life. I think my liver can't do it. That said, maybe I have a little beer or something every once in a while, especially in Puerto Rico, a margarita or something. But it's like one. And it's like once every 3 months because I can't anymore. So I remember in 40s, I was like, I just want to chill. Take me to this nice restaurant. We'll have some nice food. I want to be with my husband and look at your eyeballs and just love you. Like a little date night. And I came home and it was a surprise party of, I'm talking every person I know. My mouth fell on the ground because first of all, my husband sucks at keeping secrets, but he did that and it was amazing. He doesn't usually organize shit like that. He did. And the people that were there, I was like, I can't believe you're here and you're here. You're what the hell? It was a massive party in my house. I had just moved into my house at the end of March. I hadn't even really welcomed my home myself. And so to have like 60 people in my house was beautiful, amazing. I cried so much. And so that year was a big year for me. But now at 40, I'm 41 now, obviously, and now I'm turning 42. I feel like I remember 40. I don't really feel like I remember 41. It feels like it was a blur to me, and it was because everything I had wanted kind of came at once. And I remember hearing Jennifer Lopez, I think it was in the Halftime documentary, say, you know, what do you do when you get everything you want all at once? Like, holy shit. Like, it sounds like a good thing, but holding all of that and facilitating all of that whilst being a mother and a person and looking after yourself and having clients and all the things at once, it's a lot. And the last year, you know, 2024 into 2025 has been my birthday for 41, my year. And I feel like 41 feels like it was 7 years in one. And I'm not exaggerating. At the beginning of 2024, I took 18 days off. And I knew January 24th or 23rd, I'll have my first speaking engagement of the year and shit is going to hit the fan. Like, I was prepped for it. I was breathing. January 10th, I was like, oh shit, we got 10 days. There's something to go. Like, I knew January 2024, I knew 2024 was not going to play. So we hit the ground running, speaking, TEDx, prepping, which is a whole beast the way our TEDx was for prepping. Then it was the book, writing Becoming Magnetic, because you got the book deal with Penguin. Oh, you got to go to the United States because your mom is not well and you got to pack up her house with your children and have all the trauma come back. Oh, you're going to come back and it's going to be speaking and crazy and blah, 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 blah. Whew. So my lessons in 24, a lot of the things in the past year at my 41 years, I feel like I learned again about how to handle money, how to invest your money, how to create money, how to hold money, where to put your money. I feel like this year, Hamish and I, the past year for me, my 41-year-old year, has been about learning the lesson again about money and how you're making it mean so many things, but it comes and it goes. And money is energy and it's fluid. Comes in, comes out. It expands and it contracts. You can't hold it too tightly and you can't be loose about how you let it go. And it's been such a beautiful lesson for us to see, especially in this area, in this phase in our business, and closing a program and losing money when you do that, and having my mom get sick and paying all this USD to support her, and then, working really hard. This 41, I worked the hardest. I don't know where the gray is. The gray hair should be here. Like, I have a little mini weird blonde hair on my on my eyebrow on my left side. And it could it be gray or blonde? I don't know. But that shit is the only thing I'm seeing that's different. And I have plucked that thing out because it's ugly. But nothing on my head. I still have my normal wrinkles. I don't think I have any extra wrinkles. Under my eyes has felt super tired and dry. I feel like 41 years old is when I got big bags under my eyes. I feel like they're not dark, but I do feel like I can see the indentation. So there's a difference that I can visually see. I don't give a fuck. I love myself and I'm aging gratefully. If I can age gracefully, great, but I'm aging gratefully because, as you all know, my husband passed away 18 years ago now. And so I'm so grateful. That's a whole life. 18 years. I'm so grateful. We recently had his 18-year anniversary. I'm grateful to have wrinkles. I'm grateful to get gray. I'm grateful that I get to live another year of life. So let me just start with that. I should have said that at the beginning. But yeah, my 41-year-old self learned about money a lot. Also, it was the year for me, or it's been so far the time where I've been least supported. So the people that I had depended on, I feel like let me down. I feel like I attracted the wrong people to contract and support us in the business. And I feel like that became apparent in my 41 years. For the last year, that showed itself more and more as a test from God, universe, to say, hey, we're going to make this so messy and hard for you because you're not letting go of these people who do no longer need to be in your business, in your world, around you, with you, supporting you. Because AKA, they're not supporting you. They're not supporting you. So hence why I'm going to pull them out. And so I feel like there was a lot of change. And I feel like it's been the year where I've felt least supported by the people that I've hired. And that I felt like I've needed to do, when I tell you the scrappy shit that I'm doing, that I've been doing, and now we're getting help, thank goodness, because we learned our lesson, but shit that I shouldn't be doing. Like, I shouldn't be doing this stuff, and I know at my level, air quotes, that's not at my level, but I also need it done. And I'm the kind of person, and I've always been this kind of person, and if you listen to my podcast, you know that will make that shit happen. I'm not waiting for anybody to do anything. The minute I say I want it, I'm already onto it. I need to get onto it. And so I can't always do everything, but I do know how to do everything. And I do learn how to do everything so that then I can give it and outsource it. And so this 41 years was a lesson in learning who to ask for help, who to pay money to support me, and what I need to do and learn to do, and then when I need to hand it over to someone else. Again, it's also a lesson in expenses and paying people and not being wastage and just giving it away. We've had a lot of nostalgia of when we first launched our business and had so much profit and so much cash with no team, and how good old days, like that was the good old days, but also in those good old days, I didn't have anyone helping me and we were capped at what we could do, where now our business has expanded so much more. 41 also taught me to slow time with my kids. Oh, it's going to make me emotional. I'm also bleeding, so... At the time of recording, Erika's bleeding. Yeah, man, it taught me, this year has been huge about my kids. Like, I'm looking at them and I feel like I've really tried to pause them and slow motion them and put them into, can you slow motion, please? Because I was so busy before and I built my business with my babies, and they see us and they know what we do and it's beautiful. But this past 41, at 41, I really was like, whoa, Matrix, can we slow? Can we slow it down? Can I stare at your little eyeballs? I don't know if you know this about me, but every night I put my kids to sleep. Every night. I lay in bed with them. Every night. It's me, right? Unless I'm not there, Hamish does it. But it's every night it's me. And it's the most beautiful time. And I feel like I notice myself being like, all right, I want to pee. I want to go to the toilet. I want to have a shower. I want to get ready. I want to watch a show. I want to cook dinner. Me and Hamish haven't eaten in the bed. And I keep reminding myself, like, just land. Just like sit here, lay here, fall into the bed, hug them more. They're not going to be this little. And I think being 42 now, my 41 year was the year where I really heard that message a lot of like, they're not going to be this little. One day Nava's not going to want you to read him the story that you read him and I make up a story about Mario and Luigi. It's actually Hamish's story that I stole, and my accent is better, so the kids love when I do it, because I'll be like, come on, Mario, what are you talking about? And they just like die, because I'm like this New York Luigi who's a bit gangsta. And they're always like, Mommy, do the story. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to do this. I'm so wrecked. I'm so fried. But like my kids aren't going to ask me to do that story when they're 16. They're not going to want the Luigi voice. They're going to be like, cringe, Mom. You know, so I'm like, shit, that's going to go. And I feel like at 41, I was able to really, this past year, I've been able to really understand that and see that and go, oh yeah. Because my 9-year-old, who's now 10, wild, my first baby's 10, another emotional situation. I feel him being like, you can't kiss me on the lips anymore. I'm like, cool. And when I drop him off at school or pick him up, I can't be all up on him and hugging him and kissing him in front of his friends. I get that. I'm like, cool. But like, it's starting, you know? And so I'm like, oh shit, okay, so this is going to happen where I don't believe that your kids should hate you as teenagers. I don't think that's normal. And if that's happening to you, don't think that that's normal, okay? Go get some support. Go get some therapy with your kids, because I personally don't want to buy into that bullshit where, oh my God, my kids are going to hate me and they're going to like block me and they're going to go and they're not going to trust me. No, my kids will love me still, and we will have a beautiful fucking relationship, and they will come to me for anything they need, and I will be a safe haven for them, and I will not shame them or make them feel bad. I will be safety for them always. They know this. They can tell me anything, and they do tell me anything. But I just felt the pull away, you know, the 9-year-old going, I'm a boy now, like going on, and my 7-year-old is incarnating, right? And he's now seeing that the world is flawed and his parents aren't perfect. And, you know, he's not a little baby. He's 7. He looks like he's 5, but he's 7, right? And so I think that's been a really big lesson for me at 41, is watching my boys get older and seeing them and hearing them and listening to them and just trying to slow down time and be with them and be in what is with them. Taking them overseas. Wow. I mean, that was a lesson that Hamish and I wanted to do when we first started our business. We're like, we'd love to take our family overseas and be somewhere for a month or 3 months and take them to Europe and take them to Spain and take them to Puerto Rico. And the fact that we did that and will continue to do that multiple times a year, that is a win for me. Like, to be able to financially do that, to be able to pull them out of school, to be able to still educate them on the road, to be able to take them to events and book signings, like, that to me is wild. I love that so much. It's my favorite part about what we get to do, to have my boys be a part of that and see that. This year, my eldest son, introduced me on stage at an event that we had at our office. And he used to be real shy. I think I talked about him on my first podcast where we did about helping your kids with anxiety. And now he's like, I don't know, like to introduce me on stage and to, you know, check people in at our events. And it's just been very beautiful to take my children on the journey with me. This 41 as well, my 41 year, was a year that I didn't have a mentor. I left the program last year, I think when I turned 40, and I spent my 41 year mentorless, meaning I wasn't in a program. I'm at uni, I'm at school, but it's been deferred. So I don't have a business coach or a mentor, but I do have a therapist. And 41 years is the year that I decided to get therapy. And I'll tell you that I'm so happy with my therapist, and I'm going so deep into my work, and I needed someone strong because every therapist I worked with just wasn't it. they were getting inspired by me, or I felt like you should be paying me to have this session. And I don't say that with arrogance, but I'm not impressed. There's a lot of therapists that are not doing a great job, and it's unfortunate, and it's because they haven't done their damn work. And so I found a therapist who is changing my life and is incredible, incredible. And I'm happy that I've been business mentorless, because everything I did in every program, I took the action, and I still have actions from my last mentor was Taki. I love you, Taki. You're amazing. And I'm still doing the things that he said to do, and they're working, and that's what we do. And so I remember a mentor of mine years ago when I was pregnant with my first son, so 10 years ago now. He said to Hamish and I, make sure that you only get a mentor or join a program when you want to fill a lack. Is there something that needs to be fixed or worked on, or is there a lack? If there is no lack, don't just stay because you love the community or FOMO or bullshit. So I never join anything just to be a part of the crew. I join with intentionality, and I join because I need something. And when I learn that something, I fucking do it, and then I get the result. That's happened every time. I'm one of those clients. I'm getting results. I'm not in your program to fuck around. So I get very frustrated when women join me and they fuck around, because I don't do that, right? So this was the year where Hamish and I did not have business mentors. We went to events, yes, and we got therapy. We've been doing therapy and our own healing, and it's been so amazing. And I'm so happy for it. And I've decided, I think, moving forward, I'm not looking for anyone right now, but I am going to go to events in America, overseas, and learn from people in events. I'm going to go to events and invest in speakers and trainers at events. That's going to be my thing for my 42 years. But my biggest lesson is that time flies. Time flies. And where you put your focus matters. Because shit was so fucking hard. Shit got hard. I think post-COVID, shit's just been hard for a lot of people. But for us in our own personal circumstance, it's been hard since 2021. And that's a long time to hold hardness and challenge and adversity and slog and difficulty and trying and holding and fixing. That's a long time. 2021 to 2025, basically. 24. So 3 years of hard. It's been very hard for us behind the scenes, and people haven't seen that. You will never know because you don't see it, right? But I'm telling you, financially, it's been hard. It's been challenging with team and staff and support. It's been challenging with not having any support at our home, like daycare, childcare, nannies. We got a beautiful nanny that's very part-time and very casual, which sucks because I love her and I want to steal her and put her in our house. But she's helping us, but she's casual. Hamish's parents are in their 80s, so they're not able to support us at all like that. You know, it's very casual and very every once in a while, you know? So I think we've been feeling the pinch with support this year. And Hamish and I have not done the fun dates and the fun outings as husband and wife. He's my fucking love. He's my love. I love him, but God, it makes me emotional too because we've been through it, man. And he's my ride or die. And we've just been by each other's side looking at each other like, we got you. I got you. Let's go, baby. We got this. It's all right. But there's been times where he's been on the ground and I've had to pick him up. And there's been times where I've been on the ground and he's had to pick me up. And there's been times where we've both been on the ground and our therapist, because we have a shared therapist, has picked our asses up. Because I'm like, fuck, we need help when we're in the hole, you know? And what I've learned this year, my 41 years, is that where your fucking focus is where your energy will be. You cannot outthink your energy. You can't tell yourself that everything is going to be okay if energetically you are scared, you're in scarcity, you're worried, you're angry, you're fearful, you're frustrated, looking at what's not working, thinking about what's not working. No matter what you tell yourself in your head, it's not going to shift your energy. And I've seen it in our home for us, energetically, for me and Hamish. I've seen when shit's gotten hard, how we've had to really, really be intentional about getting a breathwork session in, doing meditation, doing a ceremony to spirit, burning, doing our Hamish does his despachos, you know, we've been doing the equinoxes, doing rituals with our kids, making sure we do stuff for ourselves. This year we've had to do that because it's been tricky. It's been tricky with so many things that have changed. Our whole business model changed. Everything changed. And we could fight it and say the good old days, but I'm not nostalgic. Hamish is very nostalgic. I never look to the past. I always look to the future. I always look to what's coming. I don't look at the past at all, but he loves back there. He loves nostalgia, right? And he's a warm, fuzzy, Cancerian, nostalgic projector. And, I love to go, where the fuck are we going? What's the future vision? Let's make it happen. I visually see it. And so I've had to come back to who I know myself to be, which is a woman that operates on belief alone. And I move at the speed of belief. What the fuck does that mean? Who knows? But I'm in the clouds, just going and believing and knowing and seeing that it's going to happen and it's happening for us and that's it. How? I have no idea. But I believe and I see and I visualize and I go there and I feel it and I cry like I'm walking off the stage with Tony Robbins and I'm like, oh my God, that was amazing. And it's in my body and the memory of it happening and the gratitude and the receiving mode is locked in. And I went in and out of that this year, to be honest. And I started to find myself back into the space where I know myself to be. And man, I struggled. I struggled to go in and out of that because I don't live in the reality. I don't live in the probability. I live in the possibility. And Hamish is probability. He's reality. And I'm clouds and he's dirt and I'm fucking up there and he's in concrete down here. And so we meet in the middle, but I've had to spend a lot more time in probability, reality, and concrete than I'd liked to this year in my 41. And I noticed that it's not good for me. It drains my energy. It brings me down. It doesn't keep me happy or good. Letting go of alcohol, August 17th, 2024, which was like 2 months after my birthday, was a very good decision. Everyone I see that I haven't seen for a year is like, oh my God, you've lost so much weight. I went to see my doctor because I needed to get some shit sorted for the flight for America. And she's like, I'm sorry to tell you, but you lost a lot of weight. And I don't know where she's from, but that's her accent. And I was like, oh. She's like, no, I'm sorry, but a lot of weight. And I'm like, okay, girl, shit. What was I doing in 2024 this time, right? Like I was swollen. I was inflamed. My liver probably wasn't good. My face was swollen, inflammation, stress, all that. I am still stressed. We have been stressed. Don't get it twisted. I'm sure cortisol is the little belly fat situation for me, but it's better. And alcohol wasn't making it better. It was making it worse. So massive lessons this year. What I'm taking into my 42 years is a little bit more wisdom, a little bit more slow, a bit more yoga, a bit more sitting your ass down and trying to meditate, Erika, whether it's breathwork or meditation, because that did help me when I was doing my 20 minutes with Hamish. A lot more staring at my children in their eyeballs. A lot more putting the laptop away until they go to sleep. Because until I get my team sorted, I will be doing shit that I don't want to do, but I need to. Because sometimes you need to make it happen. And I feel we're in a hard season. I do. I feel like we're in a winter. As Tony Robbins talks about winter and summers. And I think we're in a winter. Energetically, globally, financially, everybody. Economy, that's fine. I can be in my winter. But I'm not being in my winter with my laptop and my phone until my little babies are in bed. And so that's been a commitment that I've been doing and I'm looking forward to doing. My 42 is about going to the United States a lot more. I will be in America multiple times a year. I will be meeting my audience. I will be running events there. I will be launching the Queen's Table USA. We will be getting women in America to come to the table who want to expand and explode their brand, their podcast, get on stage, speak, get books, blow up, become the fucking go-to in their space. And they're looking for some table to be at with boss-ass bitches that are doing big shit. That's going to be us. We're going to be doing that. And it's going to be with women in the U.S. I'm just calling that and saying that now. I am intending on getting publishing and book stuff in America for myself and speaking on multiple stages in the United States because I'm going to be in America. So if you work in a corporation that is in the United States and they need a speaker for their event, for their conference, hit me up because I'm calling that in. I've already got my bureau signed in America, which is exciting, but I'm going there. I will be in the United States multiple times. I will be keeping tabs on my mother. I will be seeing my family and friends over there. I will be meeting my audience. I will be spreading the word of what I do to more and more women. I will meet Tony Robbins and I will speak at one of his events. That's what's going to happen, baby cakes, okay? Before I'm 45 years old, that's for sure. And we're going to be doing more retreats and events in America so that our American audience can come. 42 is a slower. I want to go a little bit slower. I want to go a little bit slower in my energy and in my nervous system. I want to go bigger and better in my business and my speaking and my programs and what I'm doing. our word for 2025 was, Hamish's word was audacious and excellence. He wants to do things with excellence and he wants to be audacious. My word was arrive and amplify. We had 2 words this year. And I said, I'm going to take your audacious and I'm going to arrive audaciously and amplify. And everything we do will be with excellence. And so this is our combined mission and words. And I feel like we've been living that shit lately. And it's been incredible. And so I'm excited. Also, the best thing that's going to happen in my 42 years is I'm going to see Bad Bunny in Australia, surrounded by thousands of Latinos. Thousands. And I'm going to cry just because of that. Never mind when Bad Bunny comes out. Damn, Benito. Like, huge to be in this country for so long and not have a Latin community around me. I really believe that I'm going to start to make some waves and use my platform and my voice in Australia for Latinos and watch the fuck out because it's happening. So happy birthday to me. I love you. I am so grateful to you. This is like a journal entry to myself that you just got to watch and listen to. And I appreciate it. I really do. Hamish has been my biggest mentor this year. My husband has been my biggest mentor in my 41. And I can't tell you how grateful I am that my children chose me, that my husband and I got to catch each other in this time and space, that I have the dear, close friends that I have right now, my real ones. Shout out to you. I love you. And that my audience, you, have supported me. I feel the love from my community on Instagram and this podcast so much. I can't tell you. I am so deeply grateful for you. And the best gift you could give me is listening to this podcast, is following, is sharing my work with somebody who you think needs it. That's the best gift you could give me. And you're already giving it to me. So thank you. I love you so much. And I will see you next week. And I'll be 42. Oh my God.
Thank you so much for listening. I freaking love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your ears and your energy and your attention. Thank you for letting me into your world. And thank you so much for listening and tuning in to this podcast. There are so many podcasts you could listen to, and I deeply, deeply, for real, appreciate you listening to mine. Do me one big favor, one big thing. Please share this episode or this podcast with a woman who you know needs to hear this. This is my mission on planet Earth, to serve as many women as possible so that we could show up, stand up, speak up, and create the confidence and the life that we desire. I appreciate you, my love. I will see you on the next episode.